I mean, there's always been a certain group of people in any town, in any place, that love watching the old movies, that love going to cinematics and repertory theatre. And, you know, it was one of the things I found interesting comparing it to, say, students coming through now, is the access thing. Like, you would have to dig up. We would, when I was working in that video store, we were getting DVDs in, but half the movies you still had to have on battered up old VHSs that were, I remember, like Jodorowsky films that hadn't come out on DVD in Australia yet. And so we would have this taped version that had been watched like 200 times, and we would like splice back the tape as it would start falling apart. And then now you look at like, and I remember I used to have all these little notebooks with like which movies I'd seen, as like, oh, well, now we can catch it on 16 mil, or like, you know, this one's going to play at this art gallery for a weekend. And nowadays you look at something like the Criterion channel, which was like $5-10 a month, and it's all there and it's all prepared for you. And I don't know whether just the difficulty of seeking it out meant that you'd get a bit more obsessive about it. I think now there's now you can watch every movie. No movie's hard to find anymore. Everything can be downloaded in an instant. And so that means that maybe young people coming to cinema, seeing an old black and white film and wanting to discover more, there's too many options. There's like, you see Casablanca and you want to watch something else by Humphrey Bogart in it, and you have the entire filmography instantly available on websites. Maybe, I think it's interesting. I think people have to emerge that help people through that process and help people discover the new films. It's like that. I know there's that always goes around the internet, that piece of paper that some film student wrote to Martin Scorsese saying like, what films should I watch? And he like quickly typed out these 50, go. You know, I think those sort of guides can be really helpful to giving people, I guess, a bit of a wayfinder for how to just digest the huge amount of old movies we have access to now.